And good evening, everyone. This coming Monday will mark 15 years since the crash of Flight 3407 in Clarence Center. And ahead of the annual service that will take place at the memorial site on Long Street, the families of those we all lost that day got some good news about their efforts to prevent another such tragedy. The Senate Commerce Committee has passed a new FAA reauthorization bill. This is actually video from that hearing. The vote was unanimous despite a lot of pressure from the airline industry to try to roll back some of the rules. The legislation keeps in place the flight safety standards that the families have fought for more than a decade, including the requirement that new pilots have to get 1,500 hours of flight experience before they can get a job with a commercial airline, even if they're a regional carrier. The House has passed similar legislation. It also keeps the rule in place. And U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer has been adamant that he will block any final legislation that rolls back the requirements. It is a remarkable achievement for the families who have worked tirelessly to change the law. They celebrated safety improvements that made it into an FAA bill back in 2010, but almost immediately there were efforts underway to try to undo the progress. Some of the family members have made dozens of trips to Washington, D.C. over the years. Here they are right outside the U.S. Capitol building, as you can see. They've met with lawmakers, they've shared their stories, and they've fought against the airlines. Summer West was only 2 years old when her dad was killed on that plane. She spoke at this event in 2019, a decade after the crash.
My daddy was funny, kind, smart, and always protected me. But I couldn't protect him because I was only 2 years old when he was killed in a plane crash. But I can protect other daddies now and make sure my daddy's death wasn't all for nothing.
Remarkably, and thanks to their tenacity, there hasn't been a single deadly American commercial airline crash since 3407. And joining me live tonight are Jennifer and Summer West. Ernie West, Jennifer's husband and Summer's dad, was among those we lost that awful day nearly 15 years ago. It's great to have you both here. Thank you. And Jennifer, I know you're going to be doing the talking, but it's great to see Summer here. We heard from you there 5 years ago. It's incredible. I think I first met you when you were 4 years old, 3 or 4.
Yes.
It's been a long time.
I'm 17.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's been a while. Jennifer, I want to start there with that legislative victory because the timing of this is a bit serendipitous, isn't it? Here we are just a few days out from 15 years. There are never guarantees that these laws are going to stay in place. You have to fight it tooth and nail. What is your reaction to it?
Right. I think the public doesn't know that it comes up for, expiration every 5 years. And so it's not like we pass it in 2010 and it's done. They want to add different amendments to try to water down the hours. And so this victory, it couldn't come at a better time because there's other provisions in there that will help the near misses as far as the air controller. It's going to be stuff in there for funding for new training, funding for, the air controllers, training sessions and schools.
It's remarkable that it's been 15 years since this crash. There hasn't been another since then. And this used to be a semi-regular occurrence.
Yes.
I think it really speaks to the effectiveness of what you and the other family members fought for. But what is it like to know, and it's not just when the FAA reauthorization bill comes up. I mean, there are constantly bills that are out there that deal with the airline industry, and every time it seems like you have to go back and fight.
Right. Yeah, it's like ripping the Band-Aid off again, But I mean, we do this so it doesn't happen again. It was something that brought us together in the beginning, and we could turn a negative into a positive.
Yep.
And so it's very rewarding and fulfilling to keep on. We'll probably have to do this for life, but
we're all the better for it, right? When we think everyone who flies and how much safer we are today than we were then. On Monday, as is always the case, family members will gather at the memorial site. I believe you have a dinner afterward.
Right.
You all have really become a family in and of yourselves.
Right.
How are you reflecting on the fact that it's been 15 years, which is crazy for those of us who lived through it, but for you to be so closely connected to, I can't imagine what that's like.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like it was yesterday, but then other times I mean, she's 17 now. She was 2. She was a toddler, and so it's we pulled together for it, and we're better for it, and we'll keep doing it.
What is next in terms of sort of what's on the agenda? Because it seems like you guys always sort of have you're thinking a step ahead,
Yes.
right? And you know that especially the regional carriers are going to continue to try to chip away at this.
Right.
But you were mentioning some of the other things. I mean, I'm not sure people are fully aware of these near misses
Yes.
that are happening, sometimes on the tarmac, sometimes midair.
Right.
That's not what happened with your families,
No.
but it's still the overall picture of airline safety, right?
Right, yeah. I mean, there's so many other things that the public doesn't know that go into this. I mean, as far as training, I mean, the air traffic controllers, they need proper training also. And the funding in this bill, it not only helps our safety aviation, but it also helps, on the ground and the near misses, like you said, in 2023 due to that. They're going to be setting up more schools and everything. So this bill really, it benefits everybody, not just us for our deal in it. It benefits the flying public because everybody knows somebody who flies,
Yeah. It's not over the finish line yet, but this
No.
is a big step forward. Now you have to reconcile, if this passes the Senate as expected, you have to reconcile the House and the Senate, but it looks really good. Let me just end with, and I've asked you this question many times over the years, what would Ernie think looking down at what has been accomplished and all of those we lost that day, just how proud they must be of the difference that you've made?
Yeah, I think he would, well, first of all, he would be really proud of her for speaking at 10 years old.
Yeah,
but I mean, he was the same way. He would be the first one down to DC. And so I knew I had to do what, he would have done for us. And I think everybody felt the same way. And it felt like we were, it was a distraction at the time of the crash that we could put our focus on that. And now we just keep it going because we never want anyone to experience this. And if it's not broke, don't fix it. So they keep trying to water it down, but like you said, there hasn't been a crash since, and due to pilot error.
Yeah.
And so if it's not broke, don't fix it. Stop trying to change everything.
It's really strong evidence, the fact that 15 years and not a single deadly American commercial airline crash.
Exactly.
Jennifer West and Summer West. Summer, it's great to see you. It's been a while. Jennifer, thanks as always. It's great to
thank
see
you.
you too. We really appreciate it.